Let's go to the Caribbean, namely the Dominican Republic, where a Pandora box has been opened by the theft of ammunition within the domestic police forces. Let's see the coverage of our correspondent Deisy Toussaint.
In the Dominican Republic, a hearing was held in the Pandora case, which is related to a network corruption within the police, where over 900,000 ammunition projectiles had been allegedly stolen from the national police warehouses, exposing a web of internal corruption.
Let's make crystal clear that on this legal process, excluding civilian Miguelina Bello, the rest of defendants betrayed their uniform, betrayed their institution and betrayed their country. Fortunately, some of them have held their accountability in court, as they have decided to collaborate with the public prosecutor's office. Particularly, 3 defendants have so far collaborated with the public prosecutor's office.
In the Pandora case, 10 people have been charged, 9 of them police officers and a civilian. The public prosecutor's office unfolded that this criminal network used to steal ammunition. Right afterwards, they allocated that ammunition to 80 through border markets. The detained police officers were responsible for the custody of arms and ammunition, so they managed the arms depot, so they altered all this to cover up the projectiles theft. Thus, in 1 year, they have embezzled over 64 million pesos, equal to over $1 million from the state.
Today, we exposed our arguments abided by law, proving the untruth of what was stated by the public prosecutor's office. We are taking a recess now. To continue with the hearing tomorrow at 2 p.m. We are convinced that the Chief Justice will be sovereign, independent, so that the authorities' ruling will be grounded in the principles and legal precepts.
The case was described as complex, but the Chief Justice issued a verdict. 7 of the 10 defendants were remanded in custody, while the other 3 offenders received economic guarantees, in addition to reporting daily to the supervisor. Meanwhile, Miguelina Bello, the civilian involved, was given house arrest.
You must understand that the public prosecutor's office is charging the majority of defendants with association of wrongdoers, which is globally known as criminal association. The entity accuses them of arms trafficking and an array of other allegations due to some weapons of the national police have gone missing.
The Pandora case brought to light both the vulnerability of the country's security entities and the urgent need for reforms within the national police. Notwithstanding, defense attorneys will always seek to find their clients not guilty.
The inspectorate issued a piece of evidence that determines that our defendant is discharged from any kind of responsibility, grounded in he didn't have the key to the warehouse, where the ammunition was kept. In addition, several defendants, namely 3 of them, excluding Miguelina, they will make agreements with the public prosecutor's office, so they will hold their criminal responsibility. But our client won't make any agreement because our defendant has no responsibility. Thus he won't admit a crime he did not commit.
Dominican people have spotlighted this trial for both the magnitude of the theft and the fragility of the institutions in charge of public security.
Para TeleSUR, Deisy Toussaint, República Dominicana.